Comfort is a slow-acting neurotoxin. We live in an era of unprecedented systemic convenience, where every friction point has been engineered away and every discomfort smoothed over. But this luxury carries a hidden, devastating tax. It has starved the modern psyche of the very challenges required to grow up. Carl Jung warned us about the fragile alignment between the ego and the persona. Today, our persona is hyper-optimized for a world that only exists in pristine, sheltered conditions. We project an image of absolute capability, curated control, and digital confidence. But it is an illusion. It is a fragile mask worn over an unconditioned mind. When the infrastructure falters, when the supply chains choke, or the societal script goes off track, that mask doesn't just slip, it shatters. Without a structural crisis to force adaptation, the psyche does not evolve. Instead, under sudden stress, the modern ego pulls backward. It undergoes a profound psychological regression, retreating into a childish state of absolute dependency. Look around you. This is the root of our cultural volatility. When faced with systemic friction, the regressed ego does not look inward to build resilience. It panics. It demands a savior. It projects its terror outward, transforming it into a state of perpetual grievance, looking for a hand to hold or a tyrant to obey. Historically, human civilizations understood this danger. They knew that resilience is not an accident. It is a deliberate psychological architecture. It required an initiation, a brutal, ritualistic boundary line designed to kill the boy, so the resilient man could be born. It was a controlled, psychological death, forcing the ego to integrate the dark, capable realities of the world. But today, we have pathologized the initiation. We have traded the forge for the incubator. We have eliminated the boundary lines, and as a result, we have created an entire society of chronological adults trapped in the psychology of perpetual infancy. If you want to survive the coming decade, you must recognize that your greatest vulnerability isn't physical. It is the uninitiated ego. You cannot control the volatility of the horizon, but you can choose to end the comfort sequence. You must actively introduce friction into your own life. Seek the challenges that test your boundaries. Voluntarily step into the dark spaces that terrify your persona. The mask must fall, and the boy must die. Because when the storm arrives, dependency is a death sentence. True sovereignty is the only armor left.